Startmate invests $50,000 in exchange for 7.5% and puts companies through this 5-month process of releasing their first product and winning their first customers.
Before Startmate, I was actually just a plain garden variety web developer. We hadn't technically done startups before, so I had been kind of tinkering around on side projects with a bunch of friends over a period of a couple of years.
We had no idea about things like fundraising or even how shares work in a company, the legal side of the business, how to hire people, how to go out and talk to investors.
Alan and Matt from Bugherd were part of the first Startmate program. Bugherd was like their first business where they put their as much heart and soul into the business as they did to the product.
Bugherd was originally built as a means to quickly and easily log bugs and communicate on web projects.
It allows non-technical people to essentially give feedback that technical people can then use to resolve issues or troubleshoot problems.
We kind of think of it as a little unit of work, something that needs to get done on a project.
The types of companies that generally use our products tend to be web development and web design agencies.
Startmate really helps build a bridge to Silicon Valley to help those companies forge those connections that matter in Silicon Valley to access both the best minds and the best capital. We spend 3 months in Sydney and then 2 months in San Francisco, where companies at the end usually raise a seed round from both US investors and Australian investors.
Having a network of mentors with us, and even on that trip, being able to do intros for us and say, hey, you should be talking to these guys here. That helps more than you can possibly imagine, because they're doors that otherwise would not open for you.
The good thing is that you can launch a product and get a lot of people trying it out and being enthusiastic about it from the onset. It's comparatively easier to do that there than it is here. When you have thousands of people just adopting your product on launch day without really having a firm understanding of the basics of the business, it gets very easy to just kind of like get caught up.
There's no one over there doing anything that we can't do here. So one of the reasons we stayed in Australia as a company is because we realise the people here are just as good as they are over there. There's not any magic that says that you can build something special in the US that you can't build here.
In the end, it's about building a great business. So whether you raise money or you don't raise money, the best founders always obsessively concentrate on building a great business with really, really happy customers.
I think it's critical in a startup that you give back to other companies. The value that you can give back to other teams that are just about to go through the problems that you've already been through. It's something that we really try and actively do.
The best part about Startmate was just the opportunity to actually focus on a project full time and actually have a pool of people that would help you put your attention on areas that actually mattered.
The 99% of the value you get is actually the network of mentors and the connections they have. When you consider that we started Startmate with no connections in the industry, and then 3 months later had investors lining up to talk to us through introductions made by people that we'd met through the program. That's extremely valuable. We can't get that anywhere else. Probably the most difficult thing about Startmate was being put well outside your comfort zone. As a developer, at least, you sort of spend your day with headphones on in front of a computer, talking to the computer, and then all of a sudden you're out in front of investors and people that know what they're talking about. Startmate was a really good environment to learn from people that have been there and done that and grown companies, and learn a lot about what it takes to actually get from building something to selling something.
There are thousands of positive things that you can do to build your company, and there are a few activities that really make a difference and really progress a business in the early stages. And Startmate is all about focusing on those few activities that drive 90% of the progress.
You go from being somebody that just kind of like tinkers with little side projects to actually running a business.
In all likelihood, if you're sitting at home right now and you're building a business with a couple of friends, you're probably doing a lot of things wrong. And it's a case of you don't know what you don't know. A program like Startmate's going to give you that boost, to give you that nudge that you probably need to get your business from something that's out of your workshop to somewhere that's your own office with your own team.